Hey guys, welcome to episode 26. This is the Portfolio Manager coding session series. Um, we're going to work today on a bug that we discovered while doing the previous session. That was about when Portfolio Manager goes from one day to another in a bug session in a bug testing. It somehow gets stuck at the change of the day. Okay, so we're going to debug that and see what is going on there. So let's prepare the testing environment. So portfolio is going to run in this time range from day one, and we need a trading bot to run at day two. Okay, so we're going to save this, and so another thing I want to do is I'm going to run the portfolio simulation. Where is the portfolio simulation? Here. Because this is going to be advancing candles until it reach the next day. So I'm going to do this if okay. And I'm going to put a breakpoint somewhere over here so that at each run of the simulation I can debug it like independently. Okay, so let's see how it works. Let's run this. Okay, this is running. And we're going to debug here. And then I'm going to need a trading bot also. But in this case, I'm not going to wait here. In fact, I'm not going to work anywhere. Just going to let it run for now. I can wait here if needed, but not right now. So I want to see what's going on. So debug. And I'm going to run both sessions from here. Okay, the first simulation run is starting. Okay, this was very quickly. Let me see what happens here. So we enter here. I want to know what happens here and when there is a check-in. Okay, so I will run this guy and I have the check-in from the trading bot that was waiting. Okay. Okay, so this is unexpected because I am supposed to be at the first candle of the next day, but it seems I'm not. So this is the candle of the trading bot. This is the one. So where are we standing? To check this, I will need to convert this stuff. What? What? Why is this 2 minutes before? So we are supposed to be on the 2nd of September, 0 hour, 0 minute, 0 second. The problem is that we are not at that time. We are less than that. Okay, so I will stop here again and let this run once more. Where are we? Here? No, I got lost here. So here we are going to consider this a checkout and we are going to advance, okay? But the problem, this is incorrect. Okay, so this is the reason why it gets stuck. It gets receiving this request, but we are stuck at the same place. The loop is not advancing. But why? That means that this is not working. Okay, it received all that stuff because this is stopping a breakpoint. So here is going to finish the loop and it should move to the next candle. It's strange to me that it made another loop. Okay. So the calculation of initial candle is wrong. 1438. So it looks to me that this calculation is correct. The problem is that this didn't process all the candles of the previous day. There were two candles missing, and because there were two candles missing, now when it wakes up again, it tries to complete those two candles. Essentially, that is what is going on. So because it wakes up two candles before the end of the day, it brings all the data of that day, then it loops, and somehow it determines that that is over and it's not going to do the last two candles. So the problem might be here when we check if we need to stop the simulation. And I wonder if the trading bot is working or not, or how it works in these situations. Okay, but I will let this run up to here and see which is the exact reason why it needs to break the loop. Okay, so what is the exact reason? Not this, not this. Hmm? So the loop is simply finish. So there are 1440 candles in a day. Minus 1 is 39. Mhm. Okay. I need to know how, because all this is based on a trading bot, right? So I need to know how does this work at a trading bot. But for that, I needed normal trading bot. For example, the one that I have here. Well, it takes a while. Um, the first thing I'm going to do is to do a back test of 2 days instead of one, and first verify that that works. Then I go into debug the moment where changes from one day to the other and see what is the difference with what we have at the portfolio bot. Okay, so I would change this time range from 1 to 3 or 2 to 3, and I'm going to run this like normally at Node.js. Okay, so luckily all this seems to be working. This is the first, this is the second. Okay, okay, I don't have much feedback on this, but so what we're going to do is to run it from a few days before instead of after, just to be 100% clear with this. 30 to the second. So, okay, one day before is 31. So we'll run it again. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. So we have 2 days of this running like normally. Now we're going to run it in debug mode and analyze what is actually going on. So at the trading simulation, I will speed up things like this. Okay. I will just put a breakpoint here and here. Okay, so we will run this guy and debug here. Then run the session and wait for it. Okay. Okay, this was the last candle that was processed by portfolio manager bot. So do we need to break the loop? We will see. Okay, so here the guy is forced to break the loop. That means that something happening here. Okay, we need to run this again. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So we ran. Two, 6, 7. 8. Okay, so what happened here? Check if we need to stop after both cycles. I don't think we have that function. So it says here, checks next candle, all candle. Yes, because we do this is that we can switch to the next day. So check next candle. So it is a false. It is a false. We have to return. Then episode module, update episode, update exit type. Okay, I don't see that it updates anything like critical, but somehow, okay. So what's the difference between this? Hold on. Okay, we don't have this function here. We have this one. Check if we need to stop the simulation. I don't understand why this is called. Okay, this is simulation functions, and this is trading function. So there are two versions of this that makes you stop. I'm not sure that the portfolio guy has these two versions. Portfolio. Okay, now I get it, but I want to know exactly what's the difference between these two things. So I'm going to use this module or this IDE to understand that. Well, this is not going to work today. Okay, there it comes. So you have these two, trading and simulation. In trading, you're going to check the minimum balance. Okay, we don't have that problem in general simulation. What we're going to check if the session stop or the task stop or the final date was reached. Okay, then there is this function, check if we need to stop after both cycles. Then we are checking the next candle and make this check. So because the name is kind of misleading. Thank you. Because the date is kind of misleading. The name, this function was not added to the the to the bot to the so we need to refactor this. Check if need to check if we need to stop the simulation uh, early stage or later stage. Hold on for 1 second, please. Okay, we're back. Mm, So I'm going to refactor this. I will definitely need to refactor this. Check if we need to stop the simulation. I'm going to refactor it by early check or first check. Early check. Early check if we need to stop the simulation. And then we will have this one. We will later check. Okay. So because we have this, we will add this. So we will add this same function to the portfolio simulation. Which is done also before the append. So, and we are going to do it if break loop is still false, then we are going to ask for this. And then we would have both checks at the simulation too, at the portfolio bot. So let's see if this fixes the problem. I'm not 100% sure it will do because it was getting out of the loop anyway. But maybe I'm missing something of what happened inside this check. But anyways, we will go back to our workspace, return to the place we were, portfolio management demo. Okay, so we have this bot starting at the second. So let's run the portfolio bot and debug. Let's run the trading bot and debug. So we run both sessions now. Hmm. Okay, I didn't refactor this. Trading episode module. I'm not sure why this is needed, but we're going to put a breakpoint there to make sure that everything goes fine. This should be portfolio. Portfolio. Portfolio current. Portfolio episode. And the rest can be just like that. So let's run the test again. This is portfolio. Okay, now we run this. Okay, where are we? So it seems that the trading bot is not actually doing its job. Because the session is not running. Okay, now that it's running, this guy gets into here. So what does these functions do? Check next candle. So it advances the candle here. This is what makes the thing work in the end. No, because this is part of the if. This is what it makes the advancement. Okay, so now we can run. Run, 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 run. Okay, here we go. So it's going to break the loop. And what is going to happen then? We need to measure that this guy can finally check in for the first time at the next day. Okay, so we run. It's going to start the simulation again. Okay. Okay. We didn't put the breakpoint at check-in, but it's doing a checkout. That means that is working. We can remove this and this. And both session finish. Okay. So I think we got it. So we need to remove this. from here and also from here. Okay, and we need to stop all this. And now we're going to run it like at Node.js, the portfolio running one day before than a trading bot. So both tasks are run, both sessions are run. So this is going to advance. It takes a little while because they are both synchronized now. So they are speaking all the time. Okay. Um, the problem was fixed, I would say, but there is some other problem for sure because I don't see this advancing more. Let's check the time range again. Okay, so yeah, let's put it to run for a few days. This is the portfolio. It's going to run the whole day number 1 and 2. And this guy is going to run from the day 2 until the first second of day 3. So okay, so this is the real test. Before it just needed to stop because portfolio was stopping by that time. So let's run it again. So Portfolio is detecting that that bot is ahead of time, so it's auto checking it out. And because it's only one bot, then it can advance to the next candle. But it's the second day of September, they should both start together. Hold on. Yeah, there it goes. Now they are in full sync. Okay, and pretty much that's it. So now that we are sure that this can run for multiple days, and it doesn't really matter if the trading bots are stopped, and you can run it again as long as you put the date ahead, a little bit ahead. So there is something that I see here strange, and is that this is waiting to be run. So it's in the main loop. It's like the session has finished. The sessions have finished, but it's still working because the execution is coming from the side of the. Okay, so I will take note of that bug. I don't think it's a critical bug because it's not stopping anybody to proceed. But I will take note. Portfolio manager and bot are showing status that are waiting to be run while they are actually running. Okay, this is more complicated stuff to trace what is the problem there. Okay, so I will return this time range to the original time range, and this time range too. Okay, we will save this workspace, and this is it. So to recap, we finished with the bug that was preventing to move from one day to the other. The reason was one function that was missing that we use at the trading bot, but because the name was related to the cycles and at the portfolio bot there are no cycles, then uh, it seems that this function was deleted. But now that it's there, all the simulation runs smoothly. So everybody happy. This is all for now. Thank you and see you next time.